Alright guys, what's up? Welcome back. So as many of you know, I hunt anywhere from 150 to 220 plus days a year, and I'm doing it for over 10 years. And in that time I've had to figure out a system that allows me to hunt any tree that I can and be as mobile as possible, but also works for trees that I want to hunt from again and again and have as a preset tree. And what I've found is that a tree saddle is the ultimate system for doing that. So what I wanted to do was do a video and go over the features and benefits of a saddle, as well as how I go about using mine and why you should consider looking into one. So let's go over in detail what a saddle is. So first off, what's a saddle? A tree saddle is a tree stand alternative, and what it is it's a safety harness and a stand built into one. It allows you to connect to the tree and hang your body weight off the tree instead of needing a big clunky tree stand. What's great about a saddle is you can hunt from any size tree. I've hunted from trees that are this big around to trees that are bigger than I can put my arms around. The way a saddle works is you use a rope that you tie around the tree called the tree tether that has a carabiner coming off of it that you clip into a rope called your bridge. The bridge is a rope that goes and is connected into your saddle and allows you to suspend your weight off the tree, as opposed to needing a big tree stand or a big seat to sit in up on the tree. There are two main ropes with your saddle that are very important. There's the lineman's belt, and then there's the tree tether. The lineman's belt is obviously what you use while you're climbing the tree and getting your tree tether set. What's wonderful about this system is the fact that you're constantly connected to the tree from the second that you leave the ground until when you get back onto it. A typical climbing system would be you walking up to the tree, taking your lineman's belt off, connecting it to your lineman's belt loop, and climbing up whatever your desired climbing system is. You can use climbing spurs, metal sticks that are portable, different steps that are available, bolts, anything that you want to use to climb the tree. And this can be either a preset tree, so a tree that you've taken out sticks to and left there, or screw-in steps or whatever you're using, or it works as a complete run and gun system, where either way, you walk up to the tree, take your lineman's belt off, connect it, climb up, set either a platform or a ring of steps, which we'll get into later, take your tree tether out, put your tree tether around the tree, and clip into it. Then once you're clipped in fully and you've made sure that that tree tether is able to support your weight, you then are able to take the lineman's belt off and you're fully supported there. There's no way that you can fall from the tree. You are completely secure in that position. One of the beauties of the saddle is it's totally up to you how you want to climb a tree. There are guys all over saddlehunter.com that are using a multitude of different ways to climb trees. Some guys use climbing spurs, some guys use hand drill and bolts, some guys use screw-in steps, rope steps, climbing sticks. You can have preset sticks or sticks that you're using on run and gun. The options are totally endless as opposed to how you want to climb the tree. And that's what's cool, is you're able to do whatever you're most comfortable with, not whatever system you bought and being forced to use it. One of the things I like most about the saddle is the fact that it works for both preset locations and run and gun. What I mean by that is you can have trees that are set up that you have whatever climbing method you prefer left in that tree. So all you need to do is walk to that tree and climb right up, tie in, and you're good to go. And you can also have whatever system you want for a run and gun that you're able to use, where you go identify whatever tree you want to hunt from, climb up, and just hunt. What's really cool about the saddle is, regardless of whether you're doing a run and gun hunt or you're hunting from a preset location, the process is the same. You're walking to the tree, you're climbing it, you're still clipping in. What's great about this is you don't have to worry about having a spot that maybe the stand is old and rusty in and creaky or whatever. The process is the same, shooting is the same, everything is the same regardless of whether you're doing a run and gun or you're doing your regular preset location. Shooting from the saddle for me is way easier than shooting from a traditional tree stand. When you're shooting from a tree saddle, you don't have to worry about where are my feet, am I going to fall out of the tree stand, where's the deer. A tree saddle allows you to shoot 360 degrees around the tree and not have to worry about where your feet are at any time. You can just focus on the deer And actually, you can even use the tree to your advantage and hide behind the tree and then wait until your timing is right to take the shot. Another thing that's nice, if you're a gun hunter or a crossbow hunter hunting from the saddle, where that bridge is allows you to brace your forearm on the bridge, and it's like a braced shot. It's completely rock steady. I've also found that shooting a bow from the saddle allows my form to be much better than if I'm shooting from a regular tree stand. How comfortable is a saddle? Amazing. For me, the saddle is even way more comfortable than my leather recliner down in my man cave. I'm able to dial in the exact comfort setting that I want in a saddle, and you will be too. If you want a little more weight in your butt, a little more weight in your feet, if you want to stand, you want to sit, you can do whatever you want in the saddle, and it allows you to get your comfort perfect for you personally. A saddle is so comfortable you can even sleep in it, and it's so secure you don't have to worry about falling out. It's hands down the most comfortable system I've ever sat in my entire life. If it wasn't, I wouldn't be using it. Your older saddle hunters out there, you'll know that there was only one option when it came to what to do with your feet, and that was an old plastic ring of steps that had been discontinued by Ameristep. Now, we're very fortunate that there are tons of different options out there for us. You can still use a ring of steps, you can use platforms, which have become more popular, and a handful of other different options that are out there. My personal favorite is the Predator platform by Tethered. That thing to me is absolutely perfect, and it allows me to shoot 360 degrees around the tree with absolutely zero movement required. I can shoot to my right, I can shoot to my left, I can shoot everywhere behind me and everywhere in front of me. It's a phenomenal little platform. I've also found that it really allows me to have much more comfort. It also allows me to have my foot stay completely flat, where I can just stand there and not have any pressure points on my feet. The Predator platform from Tethered is probably one of the best saddle innovations that has come along in the last 10 years. It's absolutely fantastic. It has changed the game of saddle hunting. Plus, for you guys out there that are getting into saddle hunting, or maybe you're thinking about crossing over from hunting from a tree stand to hunting from a saddle, I think you'll find the comfort level is much higher when you're stepping onto a platform. It's basically a miniature tree stand, and so it's something that you're more comfortable with using. But ultimately, regardless of whether you use a platform or a ring of steps or some of the other options that are out there, it's really nice to have, again, a bunch of different options to kind of dial in your saddle hunting system to make it the best for you personally and what you like and what you find most comfortable. If you start looking at a saddle on one hand and a tree stand on the other, there's really no category that a tree stand is better than a saddle in. A saddle is lighter, it's quieter, it's safer, it's way more mobile. It allows you to hunt both preset and run and gun locations, and they last forever. When you add in the fact that it's that much more comfortable as well on top of it, it's really impossible to beat the setup. Alright, so what saddle should you get? Well, I've tried them all, and for me, there's no better one out there than the Tethered Manus. The Tethered is the only saddle company that's owned by guys who set out with one mission, and that was to create the absolute best quality saddle possible. And it was designed and built by saddle hunters for saddle hunters. With a combined over 100 years of experience hunting from a saddle, the saddle that they came out with is leaps and bounds above the rest. The quality, attention to detail, and overall fit and functionality of that saddle is phenomenal. I highly recommend you checking one out and giving it a try. Alright, I hope that was helpful, and I hope this answers some of the questions that you guys might have for saddle hunting. If you have anything that I didn't cover and you want to know, please leave a comment below. This is going to serve as the first video in a series that I'm calling Saddle Hunting 101. That's designed to help you guys cut down your learning curve and really get the hang of saddle hunting. So I'm going to dive deep into all the little tips and tricks that I've picked up along the way, hunting as much as I do and for as often as I have out of a saddle. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and leave a comment below and let me know what you want to hear about in Saddle Hunting 101. Thanks guys, see you soon.